Question 6 is your circles question and starts just by that normal thing of here's the centre and the radius, make it in that form there. So it's x minus the x coordinate, so minus minus 3, y minus the y centre coordinate equals the radius squared, 13 squared, of course it's 13. Well, part 2, we've got to write it in the long form, so that means multiplying all of this out and then tidying up what we get at the end. So we've got the x squared, we've got the y squared, 6 x's, 2 y's, and here I've got 10, take away 13, so I've got minus 3. So there it is in its long form. Next part asks us to show that this actually cuts the x-axis at these points. Well, if it's, sorry, the y-axis. If it crosses the y-axis, then the x number must be 0. So let's put 0 in here, and all the x's disappear. We're just left with the y's. Factorize the quadratic, and you get 2 answers that it's going to be crossing the y-axis at 3 and minus 1. You're actually asked to find out how far apart they are, and well, as it's a straight line, you can just say how far apart are they. The distance is just 4. On we go to verify that D, this point here, lies on the circle. So we need to substitute x equals minus 5 and y equals minus 2 into one of our circle formulas. We could do the long one there, but it's probably quicker to do the easy one there. So let's try that. We've got the minus 5 minus 3, minus 5 plus 3 all squared, and minus 2 minus 1 all squared. And that's giving us, what's that giving us? 2 squared is 4, minus 3 squared is 9, and gives us 13, which is just what we wanted. Now, do remember to write a line underneath, therefore D is on the circle. Otherwise, you wouldn't get the mark, you'd have just done some maths, and the thinking being, well, so what? It equals 13, so what? Scroll down for a bit more room. We've got to find out the gradient now. The gradient between part C and C we were given earlier, which was minus 3, 1. And D we've just been given, is minus 5, minus 2. Well, the change in y from there to there is minus 3. And the change in x from there to there is minus 2. So our gradient is minus 3 over minus 2, or 3 over 2. For the last bit, I think it's probably helpful to draw a circle just to get your head in the idea. There's part C, there's point D, and we want the equation of this tangent here. We've just worked out the gradient of that line there was 3 over 2. So the gradient of this one here is the negative reciprocal, minus 2 over 3. Tangent is just a straight line. Y minus the y number equals gradient x minus the x number. The y number for the D here was minus 5, so minus minus 5 plus 5. The gradient that we just figured out was minus 2/3. X minus the x number, oh, that was the minus 5. So sorry, that should have been a 2 there, shouldn't it? That should have been a 2. Can I be bothered to re-record it? Y plus 2 equals minus 2/3 x plus 5. I mean, we can leave it like that. It doesn't ask us in a specific form, so let's just leave it like that there.